I mean, introduce yourself, guys. Amateurs, amateur. We're live.
Ricky,
Fam.
you want to go first?
Yes.
Hello. Okay, I guess I'll go first. Hello, I'm Mickey. I am a competitive player in Rainbow Six. And yeah, that's about it.
Since when?
Since when? I mean, I've played this game for roughly a year now, I think.
True.
So yeah, I'm a former League of Legends player, but got banned, and here I am.
Yeah, he's
League.
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 But yeah, that's about it for me, I guess.
Yes.
What about you, Feed?
So I am primarily an L6 observer for ESL, as well as some minor community leagues. I've been playing Siege since closed beta. Mainly on PlayStation 4. Last year, moved over to PC. Made that my home ever since, and just been expanding slowly into different games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Music's still not working, but it's okay. Anyway, we'll get right into it. So the topic of today's show is going to be, obviously, Siege Invitationals. As we speak right now, Secret and BDS are toe-to-toe in a 6-6 best of 5. Obviously, Secret...
6-7.
Well, yeah, 6-7.
BDS have taken a round in overtime.
You keep us
on
up
coastline,
to post.
which
Well,
arguably is Secret's strongest map.
So Ripperonis, chief. But yeah, basically that's going on right now, and I really just want to talk about the UK scene and how it's
UK
just
massive.
UK massive's just giving the willy right now.
Spam that in the chat.
Well,
Hashtag
watch
UK
out.
massive.
Yeah,
We'll pretend there's a chat.
we'll pretend everyone's here. Yes, music is on.
Hey, we got
was-
music.
Yes, it's YNW Melly, but fair enough. Yeah, Bora. Oh no, I forgot about Bora. Bora, if you're in the chat, hop in quickly. Forgot.
This is going so well, isn't it?
No, this is not going well. So yikes. I forgot about my actual co-host. I was just so flustered. I was focused on the games, man. I was focused on UK Massive. If you're in chat, do me the favour. Get off Football Manager and just hop in. Fuck it. It's one of these episodes. Production value is just plummeted, but you know what? 2020 production value will get better,
it's
I
still
promise.
better than some of the qualifiers production.
True.
Yo, mate,
Okay.
actually couldn't cope with most of the production for qualifiers. It was just poopy hole. Poopy.
Big poopy hell.
That's why they've given it to Tero and Milos.
Oh.
It was just like
I don't know what's been happening recently with YouTube clean feeds. It wasn't just me that was struggling. It's been other other observers. So.
But anyway, we'll discuss a few things in today's show. Eminem knocking out 3 Pro League teams. Obviously, the final that's happening right now. And G2, if they should get the invite or not, which I feel strongly they shouldn't.
I feel they shouldn't. Yes, they bring in more viewers.
And yes, they won 2 invitationals prior.
Yeah.
But
I think like if you're gonna invite, you should invite purely based on skill and story. I think Eminem should, simply because there is no name team that's come out and gone, we're gonna take these by storm. We're gonna knock out G2.
then they knock out Chaos and Vitality. So
yeah,
come on.
That's one hell of a story to go through, from being nobody in a tier 3 team to knocking.
I mean, look at
out
Navi.
3
They weren't
Pro League
necessarily
teams.
nobodies. Like, they were gaining traction. Like, they were in Eminem. Eminem just, they just portray her of Goatsmite. They just get.
I don't know. Like, honestly, I'm
Eminem
not sure
builds
if
best
Eminem.
teams.
Yeah, like Eminem are looking great right now. Like as you mentioned, they knocked out 3 professional teams. I don't think they like. I don't know. Like when it comes to like G2 deserving the spot or not, I don't know. Like this year they have not been performing, as everybody can tell. But that's also because they have been doing roster changes. I think that also comes up to why they haven't been performing.
And I think some of I honestly think the roster changes they made were unnecessary. Like
Maybe, yeah, but like
I think some of them were unnecessary, not all of them.
honestly, I just
Yeah.
think Fabian's the problem.
I mean,
Honestly,
you can't really know. Like
This is when Fabian's in chat and it's like, "Hey, you, shut up."
yeah.
Fabian would never come
I
in
don't
this
know.
chat.
Like we can't really know because we don't really know what their comms are like, right? And
We
like,
we don't even know Fabian personally, so. Meh.
yeah, exactly. Like it's difficult to tell. I would say.
Well, I know
To
someone that's
say-
got a
Yeah,
similar
But
personality,
it would
Fabian.
it would make sense if they actually did invite G2 just to defend their previous title, since they won
Yeah.
prior. And
Yeah,
that
but
would
be-
then
make
I
sense.
think you should earn that right.
That's a rip.
I mean, I
BT.
think they
Let's
earned
be
that
fair,
right
they're
by.
not gonna be defending. They're gonna be
No,
fighting
by the
for a
looks of
place
it,
there.
no. But still, they did win the prior one. I think that's most likely what would happen is that they would either way invite them. Not saying that they were worth it, because there are other teams that have been performing really well compared to them this time.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be a surprise if they actually did invite them just because they did win the prior ones. And it's G2 compared to like they bring in a lot of viewers and like a lot of what is it called? Damn, I forgot the word. I had it in my
Revenue.
tongue. Yeah, exactly. Like it's a huge organization. Like all right, let's say if they brought in Eminem,
They bring that
that would be kind of huge. That would be huge news though. Like it's a tier 3 team that just bounced up to get invited to the
Mate, they
invitation just
knocked
because.
3 tier 1 teams out
Yeah.
of out of arguably the most important competition in Siege.
I mean, give me another team other than Fours that do that. You look at what happened with Fours and Rayleigh. Thank you. Fours were a tier 3 team at that point, and they
Yeah.
come in and they are competing at the highest level. Yeah, they managed to earn their way through to Rayleigh, through the
Yeah.
qualifiers, and they performed really well. Why can't Eminem just be let off the hook here and given a spot?
Honestly, like I would love to see it because the UK massive dream could die
Yeah,
tonight.
I would love to see that as well, honestly, but it just
Doesn't seem.
I
It
think
doesn't
I think
seem.
it just comes in with business and money and
Yeah.
sponsors and just like viewers that they bring in. Like I don't know, I think taking in Eminem would be a bit of a gamble as well, in a way where they don't know if it's gonna be all positive when they invite them, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to the same thing would be for G2's situation. Like if they bring in G2, for example, who has been performing really bad lately and not been looking very strong at all. I'm pretty sure, like, I think it's a gamble that they will have to take
Yeah.
because I'm not sure if there's any other team that really deserves that invite.
Mm.
Compared to like Eminem or G2.
Are
Like, as I
Empire
said, like,
already going?
Yeah, Empire going
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
because they won Riley
Oh
Oh yeah, they did win rally. Yeah.
against G2.
Yeah.
Love that.
Love that.
G2 managed to make it to the finals and that, but just couldn't close out the games.
Yeah, that's
That
what I
was their
mean.
major
Like,
issue.
We've had
that's-
so
I don't
many.
know.
I mean, at that point, G2 didn't even make Pro League this year, like finals. So it's a bit.
I mean, I don't know. It also shows how strong EU teams are right now.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean,
I just think that like,
G2 are an EU team.
especially. I mean, they have just one new player. Two, no one.
No.
I don't know. I think it shows like how strong EU are in general, compared to like other scenes.
Mate, APAC
Yeah.
is like. See, the thing about APAC is that they've got
APAC
like Wildcard is a really insane team. Like they put up a fight against Navi, and at some points I was like, "Are Navi gonna fucking lose this? Are they gonna lose this to an APAC team?" I'm like, "That can't be." Then obviously Navi did win the finals, so then they got their invite to that Pro League See, Pro League final, no, Invitational. Oh,
Invitationals, yeah.
yeah. So the only two teams I know that are going right now are Empire and
Yeah, I'm
Vitality.
not keeping
No, not
much track
Vitality.
if I'm like
Yeah,
completely
Empire.
honest, like who's going on and who's not.
You have to pay
I
more
think we only
attention.
really care about EU.
No, yeah. EU is what I mainly care about. Wait, what? SLAC is shutting down, but will be run by. Oh yeah, ESL UK. Yeah, that will be.
What's going on?
ESL UK is shutting down.
Yeah, ESL UK is shutting down, and they will be run by Poland. But the thing about ESL Poland is that it's bigger than UK.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? You like ESL UK? Like the whole
Like
UK?
all the staff were fired.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, this is news
Yeah.
to me. What?
It's been
Why?
big news on Twitter.
Wow, how have I missed this? I've been
I
on
don't
Twitter
know
like almost every day.
I don't know the actual reason for it.
No one knows the direction it's going in, but we do know Prem is still gonna happen. I'm pretty sure that will.
So Prem is still there, but it's just gonna be ran by Poland, like
Yeah.
ESL
Yeah.
Poland.
Yeah, so they'll do all the hiring of staff.
So why is that? Is that because do they have like higher production value or why?
Who knows?
I think ESL are trying to make some internal changes,
Okay,
and one of them was to cut some branches off.
fair enough.
I think UK was the one to go.
Which
It's
is
a shame
sad.
to see it go because I've got some good friends who
Yeah.
who were working with ESL UK. Uh, Obviously it's not the best thing to happen, and you know those people who are trying to get noticed by ESL are now going to have a much harder chance
Fair
Wait,
enough.
to get yourself picked up. Because there's no UK branch anymore. You can't exactly be like, hey, I want to work for ESL UK, but there's no ESL UK now. So it's like, hey, I'm going to be working for ESL Poland.
But doing the UK branch of ESL Poland.
Yeah.
But like, are they planning on doing like like bigger production or will that even affect anything at all? Or I don't know, like
It'll
will this
probably
affect
be.
Prem in general?
Oh wait, but it's not like ESL Poland told C teams to enter countries illegally.
Yeah, that was whoo.
Yeah, I was watching.
That
I
was
watched that
sketchy as
video.
fuck.
That was interesting
Yeah.
stuff. So you know that they could have gone into jail and they could have gotten a lot of trouble
Oh yeah.
if they didn't have proof and if they got like that's some crazy stuff right there. I'm
Definitely.
happy that it got brought up. I'm actually really happy that whoever it was who gave them all this proof actually brought it up because that is crazy. Like
Yeah.
that
Just
is like I don't know. That's some huge stuff if you would get like in trouble for it. And
Yeah, I'm surprised that Ubisoft are sticking with ESL.
oh yeah.
I mean, after that, like, if I'm a company and I'm hiring out to ESL, and
It's
they do
probably
that
just
kind of
easier for them
like-
because it's already an established company. But at the same time,
Yeah, but then you've got things like Blast Pro Series and Face It.
it's just because ESL is so big. I think that's why. And like I don't think they lose too much by being with ESL. I don't know. Maybe these are why they're doing some internal changes as well. I don't know.
maybe you never know.
It's a very weird situation.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if I were to be like one of those players and I had to do this, I would definitely be one of the people that would actually bring this up and literally leak it and say like,
be like-
yeah, this is what happened.
Yo, bish, they made us do illegal things.
Yeah, because if you get in trouble for those things, like, imagine if they, like, I don't know, like, what if you got arrested over there? Like, how are you gonna defend
yeah.
yourself if you don't have any proof?
Would ESL back you on that?
Yeah,
Would
exactly.
ESL
No,
be
most
like, "Yeah,
likely
we
they
told them to
wouldn't.
do this"?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, they wouldn't do it because why would they?
I don't know.
It's a very weird situation to be in. I think.
That's really crazy, honestly. I don't
I
know.
was
like-
gonna apply for a community caster. I'm kidding, no.
I mean, you still can like.
I still
I think you can.
Because it's not
big clout. innit?
directly run by ESL, but it is. It's a really weird thing.
The thing about ESL Poland is where the European headquarters is so realistic in the US. So fair enough. It will just be ESL Poland.
Mm.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
It's a weird one. I
It's
just
gonna-
hope it doesn't have knock-on effects with Prem.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
if it does have an effect, I will hope it does have a good, like a better, like a positive
Positive.
effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know, like I would like to see Prem becoming bigger. Like I would like to
Oh.
see Prem having the production as the like the Spanish league, or like any other like league that
Even
isn't.
Benelux. I mean, look at the lineups for Benelux. They had it in turret and kicks.
I think they have a bigger now. Like aren't they like becoming or no? Is it Nordic maybe that is becoming like a.
Nordic is getting good.
Yeah, Nordic is becoming huge now. What I heard, it's that they're
Um,
getting a lot of better like production value and everything is going up apparently. So Nordic
but
is gonna be looking
UK,
like a.
yeah, UK Prem is a bit lacking and all that.
Yeah, I would say so as well, and that's like because I've been playing in the UK scene only, or when not when I was playing under Conquer, I wasn't playing within the UK scene, but
Mm.
and that was just for a few months,
Yeah.
and otherwise I've been only been playing in the UK scene, and no, well I haven't had the fortunate like I haven't been with a team that's been in Prem, but I would say that I will get Prem. Like that's like I would like to be in Prem, and I would like to see just the UK scene in general being a bit better, like when it comes to
I
production value.
definitely want to play or cast Prem next like spring. I want to more play because I want to see if I can develop myself as a player, and if I can't, just stick to casting and everything else I do in content
I mean,
creation.
you also need like you have to also see like why I think Prem could use a bigger production value is as well is like to promote players because I think
Yeah.
like
Out-
if like
outside of
Sup,
Secret and
Magma? How is everyone?
yeah
who do
like
you know?
exactly and like
Yeah,
I think within the UK scene I think there's a lot of talented people, a lot of people that actually deserves a lot of recognition. Um,
definitely.
especially when like I think there's a lot of talent within the UK scene compared to a lot
Mm.
I would bet if
The
we were
main
to
problem with the UK scene is the amount of drama that happens.
uh,
It's been a bit quiet recently, but you know it's probably gonna pick
I
up again
mean
at some point.
UK
What,
scene
disband
are
after disband?
yeah like UK scene is known for like not sticking together. I mean Eminem is a really good like example of why you should be sticking together. Like I know two of their players, no, actually one of their players, before, and I just met him in rank, and like this is, and then he joined Eminem, and now now he's beating pro teams,
Yeah.
and this is just shows where like you stick together through the bad parts. Like if you find a core group, if you all enjoy playing with each other, you're all pretty decent, and you're all willing to put down the time and not like disband because
That's
you're
how
going
Navi went
through
far.
exactly like you need to stick together sometimes, and I think that's the problem with the UK scene. Everybody just wants to become pro or like stay in. Like the second like a team loses their prem spot, they disband.
Mm.
Yeah.
Demise. Hashtag
Like yeah,
demise.
like they just like but yeah, that's because like I don't know, like demise. I don't know if I can like share all the information I have about them because I know a lot of what's going on, but like
But who?
people love being toxic, and like people are very toxic and
Demise.
has huge egos.
Yeah.
Yeah, like and then like the
Like,
second something goes bad for them, they're like, nah, I'm out.
I mean, I'm not saying Herbie caused a lot of drama, like Shattered. He's a very like emotional. He's like passionate.
He's very outspoken.
Yeah,
Like, he
he's
says what's on his mind.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, I
that
don't know
part
the
about
guy.
him, but then it gets him in trouble.
Yeah.
And, I feel for him when that happens.
Yeah.
Like he is a very emotional player. Like I've been told that by some people. And yeah, I mean, like, he's a good player. Don't get me wrong, he's good at the game. And like, he has great game knowledge and he is good at playing the game obviously because they won like Epic 27, didn't they?
Yes, I was there.
And
Yeah, and I don't know, like as I said, like I think UK in general just has a lot of good players, and like it's a shame that you like the scene doesn't have a great like production because if the production goes up, people will take the UK scene even more serious.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like I don't know, like for example, being in Prem and like let's compare like a player that's been in Prem and then let's compare a guy that's been playing in current Nordic. And let's say,
hmm,
yeah, I'm a one-time Nordic champ, and okay, well, like I'm a prem player who's currently at the top, like top four prem teams. Like who do you think people would respect more, like more?
Nordic champ.
Nah,
A Prem
I would
player.
say, I would say like Prem, but like compared to like Spanish League, like nah.
Wait, who?
It's
It's
like
Godsent's tearing up Nordic, aren't they?
yeah.
Yeah. There's a
Like
difference between me
Godset
and
is
Exploring. Yeah.
definitely a team to look out for. If they stick together and actually like they're all underage, right? They're like all very young.
Yeah. Like, the thing about that as well is like you've got this influx of good underage players, but it's gonna get to the point where the game's gonna die before they can show their full potential.
Yeah, exactly, and that's like the problem. That's like a lot
Like
of
B
people
Titan's
feel like
Academy, I've played with a couple of
yeah.
other guys. They're toxic as fuck, but
Most
not
of
like-
Benelux
they're not like
region,
toxic if you know what I mean. But they do have some nice players in it. A couple of them are a bit big egoed, I would say that. But at the end of the day, they're good players, and obviously they could go far. But the sad reality of that is they're like 16, 17, and the game's gonna die before they can even reach ESL level. So
Yeah.
either I don't know, but I mean, you know what? We should start a petition. Lower the age to 17 so Nerf can play now. I just had to point that out there.
I think I don't know. Like I think it would be nice to like have 17-year-olds play. I don't think that would be a huge problem. I'm not sure like because I think Nordic has 16 plus. No.
Both Nordic and Benelux,
Benelux,
have 16 plus.
Yeah, I think that would be good for Prem as well.
UK
'cause,
Prem is 18 plus,
yeah.
simply because it's backed by Ubisoft UK.
Okay.
But
well, that makes sense.
it's a weird scenario. It's a weird situation.
I mean, it also makes the like I don't know. Mm, damn, I don't know how to actually say this in English. That's really annoying.
Explain
I mean,
what you're
yeah.
trying to say, and we'll tell you the word.
Forget. I'm just gonna. God damn it! I hate being multilingual sometimes.
Yeah, because then you're like, oh, do I say this in Swedish?
Yeah,
Do I
because
say this?
I know it's in
Yeah.
Spanish, and it's
Yeah.
very difficult to translate like words directly to another word because there's not really a word for that. But yeah, anyway. I don't know. I think it's good that sometimes they have 18 plus. It also shows like it's more mature.
Yeah.
Like people are obviously gonna be like,
And,
"All right,
and
18."
obviously there is after parties and shit at Prem, and like it just gets fucking mental.
Yeah, exactly. Like imagine if Prem were full of like 17-year-olds and like having maybe 4 people that's 18 plus and they have an after party. Like I don't know.
It would just be apple juice and Haribo's, mate.
Fruit shoots.
Fruit shits.
I don't know. I think I just as I said like before, like I just wish they put more like gave a bigger production to UK Prem.
Yeah.
I think they deserve it. I think the
I mean, it did get backed by Ubisoft though, didn't it? That's why it was a higher prize pool this time around, wasn't it?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
something
Like
like that. Yeah.
Ubisoft try to put a bit more money in it.
Yeah.
But like you've got to try and balance it out between cost
Cost.
and
Time.
sort of like profit kind of thing,
Yeah. I mean,
'Cause
you
if
have to
you've
sell
put
a
too
certain
much
amount of
money
tickets.
into it,
Yeah.
and not get any back, and you make a loss, you're gonna look at it and go,
Oh, what's my thoughts on Special Effect as a charity? Well, I mean, you're asking me this like we did it last week. I think it's personally an amazing charity to work for. Obviously, it's a justified cause. It's a great cause because we're allowing people.
You mean
who-
work with, not work for.
Well, work with, yes, to work with. It's a great cause as we're giving people the opportunity who might have, it's people that may have been born with disabilities and couldn't play games properly, the opportunity to experience it, and we're giving people that once were, not disabled and became disabled, the opportunity to get back into things they love. So, personally, I think it's a very great cause, and I think it's a good choice for charity for the tournament we're doing on the 3rd of January. And if you're here and you're new and you haven't learned about it, you can go to at the Brutal HQ page to find out a bit more about it, as we did the announcement officially last week. Well, it was officially announced on here. Well, it was announced on here first, then officially announced on the Twitter a couple of days later.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, and even if you just want to Google the organization, the charity, and just read up on their cause, you'll see why it's a good thing to help. And like, also, I'm not gonna say you have to donate, but even if you have £1, 50 pence, whatever. If you have anything, we just,
Anything's better than nothing.
anything's better than nothing. If you want to donate, it doesn't have to be a big amount, honestly. It
No,
just,
it doesn't.
no, it doesn't. All you need to do is just, do what you want. No,
Just
not
remember, it's
yeah.
all for charity.
Yeah, it is all for charity.
I mean,
It's-
the
Every
good thing
penny
about it as well
counts.
is it's non-profitable as well. I think that's
Yeah.
like one of the biggest things when we were planning this event, right, or this charity event. I at least
We were
I fe-
always
like
looking for.
yeah, exactly. I think it's like instead of like doing for the Red Cross and everything, where it's been some suspicious activity going on over there,
yeah,
and where the money is really going towards. I think at least personally, because I used to donate a lot of money to a local charity here
Yeah.
in my old hometown, for example, for like kids that doesn't have like you know like have toys at home, just
yeah,
that like can't afford it, and
yeah.
etc.
Toys for
Uh,
like things like Toys for Tots and all that. And
yeah, things like that
yeah.
are great. Honestly, in my opinion, like,
honestly,
I love,
it's definitely great to give back to people less fortunate and people who have had misfortunate things happen, like such as becoming like disabled and not being able to play games once, like doing things they once could do but can't do anymore. But also on the other side, you've got people that were born with it that want to do these
Or
things.
even
Like
giving people the opportunity.
yeah,
even
was
even
this
if they don't like it, just as long as they can try it.
there was this great
Uh,
video, for example, on Twitter of this boy who was born with cerebral palsy, and his mother helped him skateboard for the first time.
Oh, I have not seen that.
He got an apparatus built for him so he could do it, and it,
Oh,
yeah.
I'd just play Tony Hawk's.
fuck's
I mean,
sake.
the only thing that I've seen,
Tony Hawk's.
huh?
That was
Just saves yourself risk of injury. But I mean, I can understand like if you've got a lifelong passion, I want to do skateboarding at least once in my life or something, and you're given that opportunity just that one time to try it, to try it out. That one lifelong passion. I think that's what makes people's lives.
yeah, and like things like this special effect. The reason why it's so great is because, as I said, it is gonna give back to people who once could do things that can't now. It's gonna allow them to get apparatus to allow them to do the things they once did. For example, take Rocky No Hands. There was a documentary about this guy who became paralyzed from the neck down and he couldn't play games anymore, and he got this, and his brother bought him this special apparatus that allowed him to blow into it and it would actually do the movements, and he could beat someone with hands with that apparatus. He's that good at PUBG and games like that.
Oh,
man-
I think I've
yeah.
seen that. It's the guy that uses his mouth, right?
Yeah,
Like with it's a type of a stick or something that he uses.
yeah. It looks like it's like kind of
Yeah,
a
I've seen it.
joystick mixed with like straws and stuff. It's just
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, I think that's amazing.
But,
Honestly,
yeah.
for me, that's like blows my mind. That's
And obviously
somebody actually came up with such
Xbox,
thing.
Yeah.
obviously Microsoft have made the adaptive controller as well. Like
That's
these mainstream.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good because it allows them to make bigger buttons and stuff, and it functions like a regular
There's
controller.
all sorts of different
Yeah.
attachments you can put on it as well.
Like obviously, great cause, justified cause. As I said, is something that we're gonna be passionate about, and the tournament it's gonna really benefit. Goal. I will say the goal is £1,000 for the charity. Obviously, if we meet it, that's great. If we don't meet it, you know what? It's still great because we did donate money to a charity and we did earn the money. At the end of the day, it's gonna give everyone a sense of reward because they worked towards this goal and towards helping out children and adults alike. Well, potentially adult. I don't know if special effect does it for adults. I don't know.
probably
They do no. I think they do like for all. Like all.
Yeah, I think they do it
ages.
for all. But it's obviously benefiting people who have these disabilities. Gives them a bit of it gives them a slice of normality back, a slice of what it was like before the event happened to them, or people who were born with it, a slice of things people can do that don't necessarily have these things that limits them to do it. And obviously special effect. I know I'm not waffling on about it, as I said. I'm just saying this is giving people the opportunity to do things they love and bringing people into something they might have never been able to do without the help of the charity. Honestly, yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Even if it's £1, 50p, as I said, as long as you, I'm not telling you to. I'm just asking. You know, if you have it, donate. It's for a good cause, and obviously, you know, hopefully we meet our goal. Obviously, it'll be streamed on the Brutal HQ channel. I'll be casting it along with my co-caster Fraser. We're still trying to get 2 more casters in for the production team, and we're getting a couple of reserves in. So 2 games will be casted at once. Obviously, all content creators on the team will be given the link to the Just Giving page and a panel. Obviously, you can click on that and, you know, donate to the Just Giving page. And they'll also be streaming it from their perspectives as well. It'll be a good day. It's for charity. You know, I hope everyone in this chat can pop along, watch it, enjoy some memes potentially. I really want to see memes.
You will be expecting memes from my team. I brought in a level 7.
Honestly, it's
and a
for
silver player. Like, I'm gonna be
I
having
know
fun
you will,
in
Matt.
this.
Honestly,
I've seen people like bring in some interesting players, like some good players, and here I am bringing in, like, I might be bringing in another player that is like low level as well. So I'm gonna be having an interesting time, like trying to.
I'm not saying play hard, but you know, meme, but you know, try and accumulate as many points as possible to get to that final. Like, don't play like scumbags, don't drop shot, don't do all this stupid shit. Like, you can shield rush, like with the recruits and stuff, shotgun rush. Well, I'm definitely gonna see the recruit rounds. I'm thinking of things like maybe a Twitch drone kill to secure extra points for your team. We might do a point system. We don't know what's going to happen yet. But, you know, obviously top 3 teams, or 3rd and 4th play. Well, I don't know how it's going to work. But people with the most points will be playing for the finals. And there will be a 3rd place match. Obviously, the finals will be best of 3 from semis upwards. Let's just say that. Quarter will still be a best of 1. And the 3rd place game will be best of 3 as well. Obviously, and you know, it'll just be a good night, a good day into the night. As I said, you know, it's from Friday. It starts on Friday, the 3rd of January. Yeah, it's just for a good cause. And anyway, from that segment, we will move back on to the actual main topic of today, which was UK Massive. How are we? Like, is anyone watching the game right now between Secret and BDS? Who's winning?
I'm actually not doing it.
Oh, damn. Damn. Kandor's released 2 new cards. He's released a Shaiko card and a Leon Gids card. I'm into the Leon Gids one.
So, the current score, map 2. So, map 1, which was Coastline, went to BDS. Map 2 currently is 4-1 to BDS, and it is Clubhouse. Just to let you guys know.
For God's sake, Mickey. Why?
Whoopsie.
There's always one.
There's always one.
There's always one person that just comes in and
Whoopsie. Alright, no, but you were saying UK Massive, yes?
Yeah, UK Massive. Anyway, getting back into it. So does look like BDS is winning. It's still 1-1 on the points board, isn't it? Because they did start with the advantage on Secret.
I think they're having technical issues.
Oh, of course.
Surprise! Surprise! They thought the UK one was. They thought like the EU people were having the issues, but no, they're gonna have issues on you know, in any caster stream as well. Very nice.
I honestly, like, I'm not listening with sound because I'm focused on the podcast here, but from what's happened, the stream has just completely gone offline.
Nice. Well, that's been another issue with the invite calls this weekend and this week. This week mainly, is that there's been a lot of stream issues and observers having issues. And
yes.
And you know, Demo's the problem.
I've experienced the brunt of that.
Demo was the problem for the one time that feed. No, I'm kidding. He wasn't. But it definitely
we
is.
We don't know what the problem is.
We don't know, but like I think it might have been Demo's internet a little bit. But at the same time, I think it might have been yours because you were at your parents when you were observing that game, were you? Or were you not?
Still am, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there was a bit of problemage. Then they had to get replaced out.
Another
And that caster had
server.
worse problem. That observer had worse problems.
Yeah, it's a bit all over the place.
Bitch. I don't know what's happening, man. Yo, that was a phone call. Weird phone call.
What just happened?
I don't know.
I don't know. It
I had
seems just
I had a
muted
phone
itself.
call, man.
Oh.
Just ignore it. You're doing a podcast.
I had to open it. No, but anyway, I'm gonna need to cut that bit out. Don't know. Some guy told me it was one of my like mates tell me he was going to see his friend in jail and he won't be available till 9. So I was gonna have a call with him. But like, I kind of went over to the room and put it on loudspeaker for some reason. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna say. Yeah, UK Massive is pretty good. Pretty good.
Going.
I want to see more teams popping up. Like I want to, like, for the teams that I know, I would like to see Brutal's main team actually go somewhere.
Yo, just
The only thing that's stopping them right now is Nerf, I believe, because he's underage. It's barely a year left until he can play, right? If I understood it correctly.
a couple of months. Couple of months.
Yeah, a couple of months left. And I hope to see like more teams like Eminem coming up and showing like how much the UK scene
No, it wasn't.
actually, like, how good they are. Because we have seen from time to time that the UK in general are very strong, like what do you call it? Like a region.
Yeah, we're a very competitive region, and I think, especially this year, we've really grown. Navi went straight from basically Epic Land 26 to UK Prem winners to then Challenger League qualifier winners to Challenger League winners to to Pro League winners and Pro League final winners, all in the space of a year.
That is great, honestly. That is
That
crazy.
is one hell of a journey to go through. And if someone's going to turn around and say, "Well, the UK sucks at Siege," I'll just point them to that story of Navi. They went from nowhere to top of the world in a
Yeah.
year.
I just think that like UK
I
in general
don't-
compared to other regions are just like I would say like if I would say like to name like top tiers of like non-professional regions, I would say UK is definitely one of the tops. When it
Definitely.
comes to skill wise, like when they have individual players in general, have like a bunch of them. Like I could name up like a whole list of like talented UK people that aren't like very very known or haven't what is it called, like achieved much within their competitive time playing. I just think like I don't know. I just wish to see more from the UK, like a lot of more UK teams like pop up. It would be nice to see that, honestly.
Honestly, I want to see Audacity go somewhere, mainly because my man Geo is on it. And
Audacity's
Twitch
they're a
Prime
great team,
subscription
honestly.
for
Like
feet.
I think they're alright, honestly. I just hope that they just grind through everything.
Yeah.
Like I just hope they don't disband within a week or like do
No,
a
they
big roster
won't.
change.
I mean, like they've got IV, they've got Jay. I don't know who else is on that team.
It'd be interesting to
Right now, like I don't know which ones are confirmed, but I know that Ivy's confirmed. Jay got recently announced for the team. They have Cake Bum, which is an old. I think he's still in the team. I am not sure or if he's still.
I've heard about Cake Bum before.
Yeah, he played with STBN. So
Oh, soon to be named.
yeah. They played that together. And Sershua, or I'm not sure how to pronounce his name properly, but he played in that team, and he's in a Audacity as well. And so is who was the fourth again? Because I know that Cake one was a sub, and I am not sure if he's a main player now or if he's left or got dropped. I'm not really sure. Because they were looking for one for a while, and I'm not sure how if they have fixed it, like fixed the fifth yet or not. Um,
I don't know.
but yeah, I think they could make it. Like as I said, like I think it's a matter of grinding through and just actually having the motivation to actually go somewhere. Like if you don't have 5 people that are willing to give it all to go pro,
Oh no,
I
there's
don't
an
think I don't think you will be going anywhere. If not everybody has the same mindset of going somewhere or you know wanting to actually grind this. Like if you have one player slacking, it's like it's just gonna keep the whole team, hold the team back basically.
oh no, there's another trend of where you post a picture from high school and you post a picture from you now.
Ah, I've seen it on Twitter. You mean?
Yeah, Bugs posted his. Yeah.
Uh,
Sorry about that.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing. You have one shit player,
let's
yeah.
see if
Your team will struggle if you have like one like
yeah,
bad
that's
player.
what I mean. I think that's why that's
But like that's the thing though, is like teams can improve that player. They can. It's just that it's easier to get rid of a shit
I think
player.
that's what a lot of people like. That's a mistake that a lot. I think this is not does not goes for every team in my opinion. I think a lot of teams are very quick on just fuck it, let's just drop him. He's never gonna like if there's like some small faults with a player, teams are very easy to just drop him real quick.
Yeah,
But
true.
I think also why people do this, like where they drop someone quick, is because time. Um, like for me, example, I wouldn't be able to team up with an underage player, just because I am 22 years old, going towards 23, like in half a year. And let's see, if I'm waiting half a year for 17-year-old to turn 18, that means we have to wait half a year. I'm 23 then, and what if this guy just decides to leave the team?
Just like it waste your time, waste his time.
Yeah, like you can't really trust like somebody to like actually stay as well. And the same goes with like having like somebody that's not willing to grind or not good enough. Sometimes it is easier to just drop them, but sometimes I would say it's a lot of teams are just very quick on dropping somebody.
Yeah, definitely. I agree on that one.
But yeah, I think it's personally I've been jumping teams due to the reason where I feel like
Yeah.
the team is not going anywhere.
And plus also your situation. But
That too.
yeah. No, but like no,
Like-
there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously you need to focus more on
Nah.
yourself at that point. And like obviously you in a team wasn't your best option at that time. But
Yeah.
obviously you're obviously slowly returning back into it, getting the trials.
Yeah, I'm trying for some interesting teams where I don't know, like for me, as I said, like I left teams quite fast when I saw that things are not working. So like for me, example, like I am not a very experienced player compared to most people, and I don't have any achievements really when it comes to Rainbow Six, which is why like for me personally, I would like to join a team where they have a lot of experience and achievements. Because you want to learn things, like you want to play with coaches that knows their things. You want to play with people that have been spending the majority of their time on Rainbow Six and actually got somewhere. And I don't know, it's just it's an interesting way where people like think when they have like
Yeah.
when they have this mentality where they just want to leave a team quickly. And I don't know, honestly.
Like, I mean, I would like to see you in the brutal roster. I'm kidding, no. But yeah, that would be cool. Just sitting in Prem, until Big Milk can come and give the willy. No, not milk. Not milk. Why did I say milk? I was playing with him earlier. I mean, Big Nerf can come and start giving the willy. And Prem, obviously, if you achieve something in that time, teams will want to pick you up. Like, there is teams. I know the team that you trial for, and you're probably most likely going to go with if they want you. And like, I know a few of their
Everyone
players.
wants me.
And I know a few of their players very well, as I told you. But the only one problem is one of them has a similar attitude to Fabian, like really similar.
What do you
So
mean?
like you know how the mindset Fabian's in most of the time and stuff.
I mean, honestly, I don't think that's a bad mindset. Honestly, I think I like. I don't know. I think he's. I think a lot of people would perceive him as like a dickhead or something like that. I think a lot of people would actually perceive him as.
Hmm.
I think he's just very outspoken when it comes to what he thinks. Doesn't always mean he's right, or what he does is right, or that if that's okay. But I think it's good to have people with such mentality sometimes, and as long as the team is okay with it, I think that's fine. Like some people are more sensitive than others and can handle more than others.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
personally, I think it's good. I think it's a really good to have somebody with that type of mentality. Honestly,
You just don't want that person to be sort of cocky,
no, exactly, not to the extent where
or
he's.
over the top.
Yeah,
You want
exactly.
someone who is controlled, but then is going to speak the truth. Like he's going to turn around and say, "Look, mate, you are underperforming," or turn around and say, "This guy is really good for this team. What can we do
Yeah.
to keep him on here?" Um, I think it's good to have that kind of person in the team. But if it is a full team of like Fabians, um, they're always going to clash.
Yeah.
That's the one thing you don't want within a team is people who are going to,
I mean, it's
lock
not gonna
horn,
work out. It's
have a
not gonna
go at
work
each
out.
other. No.
Yeah, like you can't have like a team that's not gonna work out. Like if you have 5 people with huge egos that really can't take critique or like, oh, you played that bad, you should have like, whatever. Like that can't even take a discussion without getting really mad or trying to super
Yeah.
defend themselves. I think it's not gonna work out. Like I think you need to ask
That
to
is
if
true,
you want to
Mira.
improve.
There's no room to be nice. It's about winning. I
Yeah,
think there's a difference
yes and
between
no.
nice and then
Like
like
not
just being
nice necessarily,
really,
respectful. That's what you need to be.
yeah.
Like not.
Like the person who is receiving the criticism should be able to take it. But
Yeah,
I
like,
don't think you should belittle someone because of a poor performance. I don't think that's the way forward for teams.
Hmm.
Like obviously your goal is to win. Everyone's goal is to win and be the
Right.
best. That's the way you compete. You don't compete because I just wanna do it. You compete to win, and I think a big part of winning is being able to learn to take criticism
yeah,
when it's needed.
Hmm.
If you make a play and it is a bad play and you get called out for it, go put your hands up and say, "Yeah, I did that. That was me. I didn't have much room to do with, or I thought that was best," and have a discussion about it because that's the only way you're going to learn to get better
Yeah.
is being able to take these other people's opinions and views into consideration because
and
everyone
also like,
plays Siege differently.
yeah, and like even the greatest player makes mistakes. Like,
Yeah.
and you have to
Oh
like
yeah,
sometimes like, yeah, I could have done it better. Like you should be able like.
but being able to either pick that out yourself or someone being able to pick that out for you is a way forward. Going, okay, yeah, I now see how I could have played that better. So if you
Yeah.
are thrown in a position similar to it, you're going to be able to take what you've known from experience and put that into practice.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
I don't know, like I just like where Ometa said there's no room to be nice. It's about winning. I think I agree to a degree where I like for me like I make friends along the way. And I'm very confident in myself that I can actually make it. I am aware that I am not the greatest player. I'm not the most experienced player. But I think that you also have to um like prove to people like you don't get anywhere if you don't win. You don't get anywhere if you don't have the experience or the achievements. Like you have to prove to people that you get somewhere.
yeah.
Like you need to win. So that's what like I agree to that extent where like yeah, you have to win, otherwise no one will
Oh,
actually like
thanks to the follow
respect you,
X3
look
or
up to you.
yeah.
Um
Definitely, you have to be respectable. Like not necessarily nice.
yeah. No, for me, I'm a very straightforward guy. If I think somebody is not a great of a player or whatever not, I tell them. I tell them what I think. I tell them my
Yeah,
opinion of
we got to be
such.
brutally honest.
Yeah, like I
You
don't know,
can't
like
sugarcoat it in
Yeah.
no,
esports.
exactly, because I'm not like as Omer is saying, like I am not here to make friends really. Like I
Yeah.
get friends, but it's like that's not what I'm here for. Like I'm here to actually make a career of this, and I want to make this. This is my passion. I wanna work with this one day. So I can't like be super nice to everybody because something
Oh
that
yeah,
you say
like
are
in the
gonna like
actual
make some people.
yeah, in the
Yeah.
aspect of like playing, and be like streamers and stuff, you can make friends with easy.
Yeah, exactly. But
Oh
that's
yeah,
another thing though. Like it's like having like becoming a successful streamer and making friends. That's
Totally
a whole
different.
different
Yeah.
thing. Like that's a whole other world of competitive scene. Because in competitive scene, you have to prove to everybody that you're the best or that you're at the top and that you can play in this level against these people. And there's no really like there's no room for like for being nice in that matter where you have to like you're not gonna go to pro league just because you're nice to people and you have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
It might help you give you a boost. Like definitely like, contacts in pro scenes are a huge matter. Like you could probably get into pro league or challenger league just because you have a lot of friends that they think you're all right and
Mm.
there's no one who thinks anything badly of you. You could probably get a really good boost out of that, but mainly is that you have to win. You have to prove to yourself and everybody else that I am the best or
Yeah.
I am at the top. And yeah, it's like it's not really much for. It can be a little, like a bit of a dickhead move in a way, or like a way to like a really douchey way to think. But I think that's the truth of it. Like,
That's how you're gonna get far.
yeah, I
yeah.
think like exactly. I think that's the mindset you need to have if you want to go pro. Like you can't if you're like a very insecure person. Like yeah, I don't know. Like most like that's not like I think that's one thing that will already stop you. Like there's some people that I met that are like that I've tried for teams for, and I realized that one or two are very,
Yeah.
very like their morale is just very shit in general, and like they don't seem to have that self confidence.
Hmm.
Like I'm very confident, but I'm very realistic with myself also. Like I think you need to be like you have to
Yeah.
be like that to.
Oh,
I
like
mean,
I haven't played
I know where
much.
my shortcomings are.
I know a lot
Yeah,
of
exactly.
I know a lot of teams, a lot of big ego boys that aren't that great to have that big ego. Don't want to point out any names. I'm not gonna do it, but uh,
Yeah.
no, I'm not doing it. No drama, no
No,
drama.
no, no, don't. That would not be smart. No, but
Yeah,
it's like it's not wrong having an ego, right? It's like I think it's very fun sometimes. Like I
it's
ego
fun,
people just because
but
like I do it where
I mean,
like
you
I
can ego
know I'm
people
not
Well,
the
because you're
most.
good.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I ego people because I think I'm good. Like I know I'm good. But it's I don't know. It's like egoing somebody is especially when you don't have much achievements and such.
Yeah,
It's very ironic. Is like I don't call people no names, for example, because I am a no name. Like not many people know me, so it's very ironic where people like
yeah. Who are you again?
yeah, exactly.
I,
Like if
I'm
somebody
I'm
calls
like
like who are you? Like okay, well who the
I'm like
fuck
a
are you
big
is the
no-name
question.
streamer, but I'm like see the thing is see people have heard of me. Like a lot of people have heard of who I am. And like, see when I meet someone, it's like, oh, you're that guy. I'm like, yeah. It's
That
nice to
guy.
hear.
I'll
Like,
tell you what. It's nice to hear good comments in when you're an observer. Like when someone turns around and says, "Hey, that game you did for so and so, that was really good." You know,
Amara throwing
'cause you
shades
didn't get that.
probably dead.
Like one interesting topic that like I want to discuss where is like with the whole UK community and the teams and organizations, like where Matthew just mentioned AMS made me think of D2H, for example.
Yeah,
I think that's a very unfortunate that they shut down. I
yeah, it
don't know
was.
exactly like I get it that it's the owners or whatever and the way they handled the Twitter feed like the Twitter drama and whatever they did it super poorly in my opinion.
Hmm.
Very immature in one way. I think they got baited into a lot of drama, and they just, I don't know. They made T3H look even worse, and then like, fine, I get it that T3H teams, became a kind of a meme or like statement where they protest a lot. I get that it doesn't look very good for the organization.
I mean, the peak,
I just
like
yeah.
when they were doing bits, was like back in the day when we had like teams, when they had teams go to DreamHack and that.
Yeah.
Obviously as
Don't
well
talk
as
about DreamHack.
okay.
Might get some drug accusations going.
Oh, oh,
I mean,
yeah,
all
but
right, so let's not talk about DreamHack then. No, but let's just talk
No,
about the
we can
org
talk
itself.
about it, but
I just think the org itself was a really good org, and I think it had a lot like
right.
I'm not sure if
It's not
if they had salary
necessarily right.
issues or not.
Listen, it's
Yeah.
not necessarily the owner's fault. Like, so you can't factor in it's entirely the owner's fault, right?
No,
Or
no,
the
no, no,
owner's
no.
fault.
if
But
they've got a
it was
dedicated GM,
definitely
they
some
can do
people in the organization's fault. Like they did a lot of harm, a lot of damage. I'm not gonna name names, but you know if you know
that. Yeah,
me,
there's no point naming names for that.
there is no point. But like there was definitely a few that tarnished the reputation and didn't do it right, and you know were just fucking stupid and did stupid things after it.
Yeah.
I really want to say a name, but I'm not going to. Like you know,
No, but
No, don't do it, Lamb.
no, I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
as I
Big
said,
naughty.
like I just think that they could have. I don't think they needed to shut down. Honestly, I think that it was a mixture of people not being engaged in the like org. Like I don't know if if they had investors or if like even if they had like I'm pretty sure it was like behind the scene as well, where the owners and whatever, if they had investors and the sponsors were just going away. I think a lot of that happened, and I'm pretty sure it also had like something with maybe they weren't motivated as running the org anymore. And when such things like this happen, where people were complaining about the protests, and T3 were handling it really badly, especially on Twitter when it came to like the drama and the way they responded and blah blah blah. I think
I mean, if you're thrown into that situation, what more can you do?
you need to look at it like you need to look at the bigger picture. I think that's what they did wrong. I think they saw a comment and they had to respond to it immediately, and they didn't really think through. I think they could have handled it like 10 times better and actually be here still today. I think they just handled it quite poorly because I really like T3. I played for their latest academy team, and unfortunate we had two people that quit the game, and one guy got picked up by Horus.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like, it was very unfortunate that we like, because I was really happy to be playing under that org as well. I think the org was good itself, and well, there was some drama with like payments. Everybody didn't get paid apparently, something like that.
Western is a go, yeah.
Yeah, Weston, much is
Hashtag
probably one of the.
Rip Western.
It's really a shame he quit, but you know what?
No, I've been with him since day one. Like the first team that I got in, he was in. And that's like my first step into the pro scene. I was about to say into the like competitive scene,
Yeah.
and like I have huge respect for him. Like I still talk to him daily, because the old team we were called PP Gang
Yeah, small PP gang.
or small PP Gang.
Because you have a small PP, Mickey.
Exactly, and I was the captain, so I had the smallest PP. Anyway,
Oh.
I just think it's really sad. Like you meet some great people along the way when you play here, and that's great and all. But I think if T3 didn't shut down, I would definitely like try to be within that org, because I think it was a great org. Honestly, I think they had some good things going until some Twitter drama
Well, you know
and
what?
other problems came up.
As far as I know, mate, in the content creation side over at Brutal, we're doing bits. Got things planned.
Yeah,
It's
I
charity.
think Brutal is gonna become one of the like as I said I joined Brutal as a streamer because I haven't been able to play comp because of my situation, my personal situation and such.
But the team,
But
we all get
I
along.
do believe like Brutal will become quite big if the team starts to make like. I wouldn't be surprised if Brutal had like two teams. You know, like I don't think that would be like I don't know, like it wouldn't be a surprise if they decided to pick up another team. And I'm not sure if they would call it academy or if they would just call it like a color, like a lot of organization does, where they color instead of calling them
Brutal
academy.
Team
They just
Green.
oh yeah, something like that, and this.
Yeah.
because I think Brutal is definitely one of has good reputation. And I think if they start showing results, I
Yeah.
think Brutal could become like the next D3H when they look the best. Like where, like for example, Horus. Like Horus like people looked at Horus like a powerhouse basically
Yeah.
until everything went to shit. Like
Mate,
Horus looked strong in many games.
that happened on my birthday.
Yeah.
It
No,
would.
but like Horus has always had this image where if you're a player for Horus, you're automatically a good player. And like I don't know, like I think Brutal has a potential to go there. I think they just need to start showing results. And as I said,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be too surprising if Brutal picked up another team. Because I'm not sure how active Brutal is in other games. Because I follow Brutal on Twitter and I don't see
We
any
have
updates from other games.
Overwatch.
Yeah, and like I've never seen a post about Overwatch. So I'm
Yeah,
not sure
they
if
don't really.
if
They
they
don't
even
really.
exist.
The Overwatch guys didn't really use Twitter much. They're starting to get into it now. I think. I'm pretty sure.
I think they should, because I think Twitter is the only way where you get a lot of exposure and where you can market yourself a lot, especially when it comes to
There's
gaming.
Twitter and there's like YouTube and
Yeah, no, but like
social
when
media
you
like
discuss
that.
stuff, yeah, I think Twitter is like one of the main things that you should have if you're a
Yeah,
competitive player or
or if you're even trying to get into comp stuff.
yeah, exactly, just in general where people can contact you and whatever.
Yeah.
Not, you will see what's going on within the esport world, and I think that's something you need to have. It's
You need to be on like kept up to date with information. You need to know what's going
Yeah.
about.
Exactly.
You need to know what's happening really. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up. We talked about UK Massive. We talked more about the charity tournament. Talked about comp. Talked about you and comp. You. You know what? You know what?
Oh, me too.
You goats.
Wait. There you go.
Oh god.
Hey, these people don't know what goes behind in the DMs. No one knows.
God.
No one knows about the group chat, bar none us. They only get glimpses in when we talk about something weird that's happened.
There's one rule of the group chat. Don't talk about the group chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. Brother Mickey, have you
What
prepared
happens
this?
in the group chat stays in the group chat.
Yeah.
True.
True. Because,
There's been some odd things over the past couple of days.
yeah, but you know what? It's active. Everyone gets along. I'm happy with that. You know? No.
I think that's the biggest thing though with like a content creation team is people get along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as I said, like I don't think
Because you can always go, hey, tipper of the fish
Yeah.
or something. Can you
and
give me tips
I think
on
it's really
video
good that people
editing
can do
or,
that.
It helps because it allows not only you to grow, but that person to grow as
And
well.
also, there's an advantage
Their
with it.
chance to show off skills.
There's an advantage with us being in similar numbers and only a few of us being like over 1,000 followers. Is the fact that we're all in a similar number and we're growing together, and obviously we
Yeah.
understand what everyone is like going for and stuff. You know, with numbers wise and stuff, and you know there has been a bit of growth for some people. Like Diabeto hit his 400 mark recently. I had my Twitch payout. I was
Yeah, I
happy.
got it as well. Like I think I streamed for 2 years, and
I've always-
lately I grown quite a lot. Compared to like, I think my average view is at 8 viewers now, and for now almost like 2 years, I think I have had the average of 2.
The best stream
And
I've
now
ever
I have
had is when I was back in the T4H team. Kay hosted me, like the day after I was like officially announced as a streamer. Because I wasn't a streamer before I became a streamer.
Okay.
Yeah, I started streaming like in that year. Like when after we got this stream too, I was like, you know what? I want to kind of stream. So I started streaming, and you know, like 9-10 months later, I don't even think it's been 9 months to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's not even been a full year yet. Definitely, but yeah, here we are. This time later, not even a full year, on 225 followers, like nearly 5k views. It's fucking insane. Doing that in a year, putting in the work. Obviously, when I started, I had an 100+ day streak.
Damn.
Every single day. I took my first break
That's
and I was like,
passion.
yeah, it was passion. I need to get back into that passion, but it's stressful doing it every single day. Obviously, this year we accomplished the face cam, and I don't know why I did it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm never gonna do face cam. I don't think I will ever have a face cam stream ever again, honestly.
Mate, it does boost viewership a little bit.
No, it does. It definitely does. For me,
People try and respect you more.
Just
that
do,
way.
just do a hand cam.
yeah. No, I don't do anything with cam.
I
I
don't
sold
like.
my cam. I sold my cam to my roommate because she streams, and yeah, I don't know. She like I have a good. I
What's
have
she
like
stream?
League of Legends.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
don't get
me
any
and her
fucking
usually play
ideas.
together sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I don't know. Like for me, just as I mentioned shit tons of times, I feel like it's like I just don't like being in front of cameras, and yeah, it just puts me off. So I just don't stream. And like I don't like it's. I feel like yeah, it's easier to engage with people when you have a camera and they see the face and the voice and everything.
Yeah.
It definitely brings you more viewer. Of course, it does. But for me, it doesn't really matter if I get less viewers or. Because a lot of people wants me to have face cam because it's more fun to watch that, but
Yeah.
I don't want to be like feeling uncomfortable when I stream because like
Yeah, like it's your stream. You should be
Yeah.
able to feel comfortable.
Exactly.
Streaming.
I want to be able
At
to
the
do
moment,
whatever the
the
hell I
streaming
want.
starts to feel uncomfortable. I think that's when you call it quits.
Yeah.
With what's making you uncomfortable.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think I don't know. Like for me, it's like I stream because I enjoy it. I hope the people that watch me they most likely enjoy it because I make stupid sounds and I make weird plays, monkey plays in Rainbow Six. I think that's why people watch me. And
I mean,
yeah,
I
think
watched.
like I don't know.
I watched some of your older clips with Cam, and you got very fucking excitable.
My old what?
Your older clips on your channel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can we
Hey, I would like to cast you
we
on a
just
casting
take a
couch.
second? Lucindy have posted their new jerseys.
Wait, what? Lucendi?
Yeah,
I don't
Lucindy.
actually
And they
find-
actually look really nice.
I'm gonna check them out right now.
Any jersey's better than Evil Genius's jersey.
Yeah, 100
Yeah.
that, please.
I mean,
100
look, meh.
upvotes.
They're okay.
There you go. There you go, Lamb.
I've seen them.
You have a link to the new
Oh, here we go.
Lucindy
Yeah.
jerseys. They actually look really nice. I'm quite happy about that.
Yeah, I mean it looks alright. I think it looks pretty good. Very clean.
Yeah, anyway, we're going to need to end this. We've went over the actual time we usually stop these.
Alright, I love that.
Yeah.
It's a good podcast.
It's been my
Yeah.
first, like I'm not
It's
very
been-
good with these things. It's like you can really tell that I'm
You're always welcome
Hey,
back,
just come on,
sexy.
have a little chat, you know.
yeah, true. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be grinding some scum now, Chief, because I'm
Yeah.
excited for this.
I'm going to go for a shower, then I'll hop on some scum with you, because I think mine's downloaded.
love that.
Mine's
Alright.
nearly finished, I think.
Yeah. Scum gang! I had to do a 6ix9ine reference. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Man's getting out in 2 years. I thought it was this Wednesday, but nah. Judge was like, nah, you get in 2 years, boy. Nah, I don't really care. I don't really like 6ix9ine that much. Just a shame my my top 3 rappers are fucking dead. So meh.
Yikes.
But you know, it's a sad reality. By the end of the day, we shouldn't be talking about this. It's a happy podcast. Happy lamb, happy lamb. Not really, and living under crushing heartache. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, this has been LambCast. I've been joined by Mickey and Kieran. As well, Kieran as
Yeah.
usual. Basically, he's a regular on the show now. He's been on it more than once. Considered
Yeah, I
a
know.
regular. Well, anyway, Mickey's first time, obviously. Mickey.
Yeah,
Babes.
thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was all good. You're one of my boys. One of my boys, I tell you that. Anyway, Brittle 2020 is happening. Make sure you come and watch that charity tournament. And obviously, later on, we might be streaming some scum. All 3 of us, potentially. Maybe.
Yeah, I
But
will be streaming at least.
Our,
so
our goal is get a house made, become just gunners.
Stream
and-
a content
kill everyone.
create a house.
Yo, that would be the life, though. I wouldn't mind that. Anyway, thanks for watching LambCast, and Gute Nacht.